Hey, sports porchers! It's your hockey Jesus, and I'm back with Game 40 Pittsburgh Penguins at the Florida Panthers. Well, the Pittsburgh Penguins once again took it to the Florida Panthers as much as they could, took them to overtime. This time it had to go to a shootout, and I'm sorry to say we lost the shootout this time. Last time we won it in overtime. That was a home game. I guess the home team's gonna hold serve, but to get 3 points in two games from the Florida Panthers, you got to be okay with that. I know that the Pittsburgh Penguins need points, but honestly, I had this one as a loss in the loss column, and to gain a point out of it and to get a goal with 40 seconds left, you got to be pretty happy with that. At least I am. And here's the reason why. The first period was pretty much even, dead even, I would say. And they're still coming out way too slow. They get outshot 8-3 in the first 10 minutes, but they bounce back in the second half of that first period. But then Jari gives up an absolutely awful goal to start the second period, and I thought that was going to be the beginning of the end. I really did. Jari was okay tonight. He had a save percentage of 939, and that's a lot better than where he has been in the past. But that was a really soft goal he gave up. And if you look at the shot map was very favorable to the goalie tonight, really on both sides. And I think that's why Spencer Knight had a good night for the Florida Panthers. And even though, a lot of the shots were outside the dots, not high danger chances, I thought the goalies both played pretty well tonight. But that goal by Jari really just pissed me off. I'll be honest with you. I don't like Jari. I don't think he's a good goalie. But tonight he wasn't the reason they lost. Tonight the reason they lost. Well, let's get to the other goal. The other goal that Florida scored was because Tkachuk was on the ice. Thank God he got a 10-minute misconduct for jumping into that frickus. I don't even know where that frickus came from, to be honest with you. Saw Bunning was in there. Maybe, Bunning likes to stir the pot a little bit, and I think that's really good for the Pens to have that happen. And I think Tkachuk just kind of threw a right hand in there while the guys were going at it, and the refs were there, so he saw it. Dumb penalty by Tkachuk. I think it cost him probably the game because when he was in the power play for them, they were a different power play. Guy just stands in front of the net. He's a force. Him and Bennett. I love his play, but I tell you what, that was a dumb penalty. If you're a Florida Panthers fan, you're looking at that penalty that he took in the third period. You're not happy with that at all. He didn't have to punch Drew O'Connor in the face. That was just ridiculous. That was just a really dumb thing to do with 2 minutes left. And it cost him. Sid gets a nice pass out to Rax, who's just been crazy good this year. 18 goals midway through. He's looking like he's going to get the 30 goals if he remains a Pittsburgh Penguin for the remainder of the year. That's to be seen. I don't know really where they're going, but tonight they got that point. And even though Tkachuk gets that power play goal with about, 5 minutes, 6 minutes left, Pens tied up. They really stole a point. Overtime was surprising because there were 3 shots on goal, total of 5 shots on goal in the overtime period, 3 by the Pens and 2 by Florida. And that's rare. You usually see a breakaway, somebody gets a good shot on goal, and it was pretty interesting to see them play pretty even throughout the overtime period. Maybe they ran out of steam. It was it was that game. It wasn't really a lot of high energy in this game, even though there were a lot of shots on goal, 32 for Florida and 31 for the Pens. So over 60 shots in this game. It still wasn't a lot of high danger shots. And then the shootout, Jari looked terrible in the shootout again, but they don't practice it. I don't know if I could really blame Jari for that. And what do you really learn in a shootout anyways? The other team has better shootout goals. They have a goalie who can stop a shootout better. That doesn't mean anything for the playoffs. I get it. Florida's 3-0 in shootouts. Penguins are 1-3. That's a potential 3 points they're leaving out there. So I'll leave that for you guys to decide, but I'm not too bent out of shape over it. Here's the reason I want to get to that they lost the game tonight. the second line. The first line tonight had 14 shots on goal. The second line tonight, and I don't even know if this was when the second line was out there, but Bunning had the only shot from the second line guys. One shot from the second line. That's never going to get it done in any game. That's ridiculous. I know that they mixed it up a little bit. You know, Beauvillier did not play tonight. I think he was a healthy scratch. He wasn't on the injury report. They're just trying to mix it up. But putting Cody Glass up on the second line when he scored one goal all year, I don't like that move at all. I think that's a move out of desperation. I think they just wanted to get Hayes back into the game. Hayes did have a lot of shots on goal tonight. He had 5 shots on goal on that third line. He played all right, but the reality is he didn't play a lot of minutes. Tomasino really went into the boards hard. That injury looked like it's bad. I wouldn't be surprised to see him put on IR. Ooh, man, that ankle, the way it hit the boards and kind of bent backwards, and then the guy landed on it. I think Tomasino is going to be out for a little while. That's going to be a problem. They need top 6 talent, and Tomasino's, you know, like I said, he was the glue guy. He put all those lines together. Whew, man, I don't know if he can't come back, that could be a problem for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's see what happens on Sunday. My guess is he's going to be out of the lineup. Letang was again out of the lineup tonight, and that leads me to the second thing that I think the Pittsburgh Penguins are lacking right now is depth in the defense position. Letang needs to get out there. Graves looked lost on that power play goal that Tkachuk scored. He has no idea how to clear guys out of that crease on the power play. He's not good. I don't think Pettersson's been particularly good since he's been back, to be honest. I think he's missed he's not been playing great. And Karlsson, as our friend Mark Madden likes to say, is the human hand grenade out there. You never know what's going to happen with him. He could explode at any time, for good or for bad. So tonight, the Pittsburgh Penguins steal a point from the Florida Panthers. That makes them 17-23 at the 40-game mark. 1 game to go till we make the halfway point. Pittsburgh Penguins have 40 points on the year with 17 wins. You can figure out how many that means for that last column that we don't talk about. It's a loss to me. I know you get a point, but it's still a loss. Tonight was a good loser point, though. That's what the sign says. Always a good loser point when you expect to lose and you're losing with a minute to go, and you steal a point. We'll take it. Would have loved to steal that second point, but honestly, I didn't really care so much about that. We got one. We're moving on to Carolina. In my mind, I'm going to Carolina, and that's where the Penguins are headed Sunday. I guess enjoy the football tomorrow, because the Penguins will be back Saturday or Sunday night. That's where I'll be. Penguins fans, say it loud, say it proud. Let's go Pens. Hockey fans out there, I will see you on Sunday. Have a great day.